No, probably not. Probably not. How do I get? Where's the?
Yeah, you're live.
I'm live. Okay, but where's the thing? Why can't I see the chat and stuff?
Oh, it's on the right hand side. There's a little box on the bottom says
Oh,
chat.
it says chat. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I found it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Such a technophobe.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go. I can do. That's cool. All right, cool.
Let's see.
I don't know how to do things like this. I don't go live on this often. It's always recording.
Oh, that's weird. So,
I usually just do it with you guys.
Why is Middle Age Magic live twice?
Are they?
Well, you're live, and then it says Middle Age Magic live twice.
Excellent.
weird.
Obviously, we can only go live once.
Yeah, that's all right.
Fair, I guess. I don't know. I clicked all the appropriate buttons. But hello, everyone, and welcome to a live stream. We've not done one on the channel. I mean, we have, but it's never been me doing it. So this is my first time being live on Restream, which is cool. Being like not being through like Signs of Music and stuff. But hello, welcome. Hope you're all doing good. Joined by Shaz, we're joined by Steve. And we're going to talk your ear off for about an hour about the new Deadpool movie that just launched on Disney Plus, Deadpool and Wolverine. So, yeah, sit back, relax. If you want to chat, please do so. Feel free to, put your 2 cents in, whatever. Yeah, hope you're all doing good. How are you two doing? Doing okay?
So far, so good. Ready for the snow?
Ready for the snow?
I'm tired. You can keep
it's late for. What time is it by you guys? What, 10?
9:15. Yeah, 9. 9:16.
Yeah, it's
So,
1:16 here.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to my holiday.
Yeah, that's coming up soon. Very exciting. 6 days. Oh my gosh.
Not that I'm counting.
Not that you're counting. Not jealous in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Hey, you just come from holiday-ish.
I know, but I want to go again.
Kenny's waiting for you.
Yeah, I've been looking at California, man. I need to get to California like next year ASAP. Like that's the goal.
Sorry, beat you doing that.
You mean Disneyland, right? Not the state.
No, yeah, Disneyland. Yeah, Disneyland. Yeah, not just California, but
yeah. Disneyland in particular. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. July, hopefully, for that. So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be there too.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
If he hasn't broken from when Sam and I go in May.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to see anybody from the UK.
So it's all right. I'm more low key. It's all good.
I know. Yeah.
I'm not as full on as Shaz.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm good as long as you don't wear Crocs. Then we're good.
It's a no-go, pal. I'm afraid. Love me my Crocs. But yeah, so Deadpool and Wolverine. We've all watched it.
Yes.
I mean, overall thoughts before we get into like the nitty-gritty of it. What did we all think of it? Do you want to start, Shaz? Yeah.
How do I do with that? Out of the Deadpool movies so far, I think this is the best one.
Okay.
Mainly because it's not all about him. I've got nothing against Deadpool. I like Deadpool as a character, but sometimes I feel the movies are a bit too Deadpool centric.
Yeah.
But I
know what you mean.
like the way that this was had lots of X-Men in it. I like the way that it blended into the rest of the Marvel universe, pulled stuff in from the TV series, and it was just hilarious.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is a spoiler if you haven't watched.
If you haven't seen it, then why are you watching this stream?
You need to watch it first before you watch it.
You need to watch the movie first, like, honestly.
Who does that? Seriously, who?
There's people that do that.
Oh
yeah, these people. Yeah, these people. Steve, what about you? What did you think about it?
I liked it. Like Shaz was saying, I'm happy there's less about him.
Yeah.
And more with Wolverine in it. And it does a little bit get too much sometimes. Deadpool being Deadpool or Ryan Reynolds being Deadpool, where he gets too much annoying-ish of himself. So this movie, it kind of balanced out a little bit more, where with a lot more of the characters being involved in the movie.
Oh yeah. I agree. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I absolutely love the first two. Like they were really like if you, like Deadpool's been a favorite of mine for a long time. Ever since I was a kid, to be fair. Like it's probably one of the first comics I kind of picked up and read when I was a kid.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it's kind of like Marvel wise. So I really enjoy him. But I get what you mean. The first two can be a bit like in your face. This one was
the second
really
one,
good.
especially. You know, that one where he was dying or whatever, right? And that was just way too much stuff. It's like, come on.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. It's it's not all centered around him. It was good to see Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine.
Yes,
I mean that comic accurate suit as well is just fantastic.
Especially when he puts on the
helmet.
When he puts on the cowl, it's like yes. Oh, that was fun. That was like because I'm a big fan of X-Men anyway. Like that's one of the things that I really enjoy about Marvel. And I grew up watching.
Have you seen X-Men '97 yet?
Not yet.
Seriously,
it's on my list. It's on my list, and I know I'm gonna love it.
Yeah,
because
you
I
are.
used to love the original cartoon when I was
exactly
like that.
It's
the same voice actors,
so good.
the same animation style. It's just
and
the whole story. The story is really good.
Oh my god, they need to make the second season of it. They can't leave it the way that they left it.
I
was like, shouting at the TV.
Yeah, because when I first saw that, I was like, "What is this?" And then I found out it's an actual series, a continuation.
Yeah.
Because the cartoon wasn't like that. The back from the 90s.
No.
It was just one episode.
Yeah, if you were really lucky, they'd loosely string a couple together. But
to be continued.
A whole story arc. It was just
that's cool.
So good.
Yeah. It is on my watch list. I've just not had a chance to watch it yet. So
that was the thing that I was most excited about watching this film was the fact that it crossed over. It had X-Men crossover, but I also knew there was cameos from other parts of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
There was so many good cameos, and I wanted to get into them in a little bit. But oh man, like one of my favorite characters from X-Men is Gambit, and Channing Tatum playing Gambit is just.
I was really dubious. I was like, "Is it gonna work?" And then as soon as he opened his mouth, I was like, "Yep."
Exactly.
It's just the only thing with Gambit is I'm used to like a thin-bodied person. He's a big and muscular guy, right? And Gambit is not like that. So
yo, Retro, how's it going, man? Rapids, how's it going, man?
Hi, Rapid.
Yeah. Don't forget to turn those switches off. So those
switches. But yeah, man, it's like I get what you mean because Gambit is very like slender and
that's the word I was trying to think of. Because of his coat, he wears that long coat. And and Tatum or what's his name?
Channing Tatum. He's quite not chunky. That's the one way. He's quite well fit.
Yeah, he's rather big.
So. Yeah, he's muscular. Yeah.
But
he looks good
great.
though.
He does look good. Yeah, he does look good. I've got to admit,
and the effects they did with the cards, where he's
doing
all the stuff that he does in the cartoon. It's just
that was cool. I think one of my favorite things is when he had like the whole deck,
and he pulled it out. He went and then twisted it.
Yeah, that was sick. That was really cool.
The one character I missed though was what was her name from Deadpool 2? Was the girl that always got lucky.
Oh, Domino.
Yeah. I was wondering her.
Where she was. Yeah.
Sorry, Robin.
He hasn't looked at cheese since. We've ruined it for him. Dang. Well, I miss like there wasn't anyone from the second movie that I remember.
No,
I don't think
there was at the party. It was
there was the
Whiplash,
party.
I think his name was, or something.
Oh yeah. Whiplash, Yukio.
Well, Yukio is from X-Men.
Yeah.
And then Paul, or whatever his name was, the normal guy that
Peter.
Peter.
Mm.
Yeah. So, but I was expecting Domino, and I was like, where is she? Because she was such a cool character in number 2. So
yeah, she was. Yeah. I really liked her. I liked her whole kind of thing. It was quite quirky.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh no, but the way they did the cameos was really good, and the way that they intertwined it. Yes. Oh man, Blade.
Seeing Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah. Wesley Snipes.
When he showed up, I was like, yes, absolutely.
And the bit where he went, there's only one blade.
There's only one blade. There's only ever going to be one blade.
One blade, yeah.
That was funny.
If they make another Blade movie, they cannot not have playing Blade.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I couldn't.
No, you can't.
No.
No, absolutely. And Elektra as well. Elektra was a good one back in the day as well.
Yeah.
That kind of played suit with like Daredevil. It's in the same kind of like area as Daredevil, isn't she? So
she explained in that behind the scenes about her not wearing the red suit.
Yeah.
Like more of a purplish suit.
Yeah, because it didn't want to contrast with Deadpool's. Which was cool, and that color really kind of suits the character as well.
Yeah, because she said she even liked that color. So
which is good. So, but it honestly the characters were just great, really were. I mean, it was
there was so many old school X-Men in it, like from the original Marvel, the original X-Men movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Toad, yeah. Like all the ones that time forgotten. You don't see anymore, really.
Sabretooth. I was like, when he drove out.
Sabretooth, yeah.
Sabretooth. What if they're going to fight? And then he cut his head off. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I know. I was so pumped for that when I saw it in the cinema the first time. I was like, oh my God, it's Sabretooth. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And then just
it threw me back to the original where he's in the forest or in the snow, whatever, and you see Wolverine go, sniffing around
him out.
Yeah. It's oh man, it's great. It's so good.
I'm wondering if anybody watches it that hasn't seen Loki and doesn't understand what the TVA is.
And the time travel thing.
That was me a little bit the first time watching it, because obviously I've not tapped into the Marvel universe kind of fully. And that kind of threw me off a bit. I knew of it because obviously I keep up with it a little bit. So I kind of, before I watched it, I was like, right, I need to kind of figure out what's going to be in it. So the TVA are like the people that control like the timelines, aren't they, and stuff, from what I could gather from the movie anyway. So I think that was a good twist, like the fact that it tied it in that way, and he wasn't just thrown into, oh, you're here with the Avengers now, like, obviously that was obviously from like the Mr. Paradox, he was like, well, you can have that option. He's like, no, I want to save my own timeline, which I'm glad about. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm just going to go with.
It'd be a very bloody short film if he was just like, I'm going to go and join the Avengers.
Well, that's it. Exactly that. Yeah. So like 10 minutes long. You'd be like, yeah, all right, fair. Okay, we'll do that.
All of that phase of MCU is around the timeline. Doctor Strange in the universe, the multiverse of madness is all around. It's all tied into Loki in the timeline.
And Cable. So from number 2 with Cable.
Okay. And that ties into the third one as well, because like he messed with the time watch.
He's messed with the timeline. So they've
brought Vanessa back and all that kind of stuff. Which is good that they tied it into the second one as well, because they could have just not, and they could have just been, oh, it's a new kind of variant. It's a new.
That would have been weird. So
that's it. But You know what Disney are like.
Funny seeing all the different Deadpool variants, because my friend David, who's been costuming as Deadpool since way before Deadpool was cool again.
For
like 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
So his other half costumes as Lady Pool.
Yeah.
And when she turned up, I was like, "Oh my god, it looks just like Jan when she does it." It's like really weird, because they've been doing this way before this movie was ever thought about.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Who was the one again? I forgot her name that played Lady Pool.
Blake Lively, which is Ryan's wife. So
yeah.
Kid Pool was his daughter, I believe, and the baby was his newborn child. Well, not newborn, but newest.
And I thought it was funny when with the dog, how it happened to be in England that they had the world's ugliest dog. So
absolutely. Yeah.
And then how he made the goggles.
That was great. That was so good. See, eyes just popping out.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, Dogpool's great, man. Dogpool's great. Let's not forget.
Oh
yeah, absolutely.
When he jumps off the chair.
Screen comic accurate Wolverine.
That was really funny.
Absolutely. I love the part where the Cavalrine as well, Henry Cavill.
Oh yeah.
Which is just so much better than those shit fucks down the road.
Yeah.
So
I really like the opening scene where he pulled him up from the dead. And bits of him to kill off the time guys.
Yeah, that was great. That was so good.
Using his bones to adamantium bones. That was really fun.
That was fun.
There's a lot of good parts like that in this.
Oh movie. Absolutely. It's so like the opening scene was fantastic. I mean, just having the dance scene, obviously that wasn't Ryan Reynolds. It was I think it was a member of NSYNC, was it? I think it was Nick from NSYNC that actually did it. Yeah. I think
they used the music or whatever.
Yeah, they used the music. Yeah. So I mean that was good. That it was great that they did that, and the choreography, it was fantastic. It really, really was. But yeah, the opening scene's great. It's just brutal. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely mental.
I was like, "Oh, this is how this film's going to go on. I'm going to like it."
Yeah. It's just, I think that's one of the good things with the Deadpool. Is just so much carnage. He just does not care.
Well, and then the way they did the credits and stuff, how they stuck him in the way they did it was really funny.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They just take. I think they just take. Especially with like the first one and the second one as well, they just take the time with every kind of like aspect of it. It's just they want it to be, that hit it right, the nail on the head with like the humor of Deadpool throughout, and it works really well. I've never like you said, it does. The first two work a lot, but I think to like build the ground and build it all up, I think they had to kind of like center it around it. I'm glad that they did the Deadpool Wolverine, because it was needed. It was so good. Like I said, it was so good to see Hugh back as Wolverine, and it was just so good. It was a lot of fun. But yeah,
and seeing everybody in the void and all the props and everything. So I don't know if you saw. So when they're in the void in the desert part, and you see the 20th Century Fox logo sticking out of the ground. Then you saw Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
And Captain's old shield was in the ground and stuff. You saw all this old. Oh, and then the old the ship from what's his name, that from the Avengers, that large ship that was flying in the sky. I forgot the names of those ships with the blades. Where the one with the Hulk was in. And I forgot. That was in the background crash.
Yeah, I noticed that. There was one embedded in the ground.
Yeah. There's just so many Easter eggs. It's so fun.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, what I did like is the bass. Like the bass was like Ant-Man. I thought that was really cool. That was so
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Paul Rudder's finally aged. I like.
Yeah. That's right.
He'll never age. That guy is immortal.
He actually is. He doesn't look any different from he did when he was in Friends like 30 years ago. Madness, absolute madness. Whatever that guy's secret is needs to share it with the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, like speaking of the Void as well, like we said, like the characters that are in there were great. Just seeing some of like Time Forgot. It was good to see the Human Torch in there.
Like, that was.
I got so excited.
That was such a funny clip.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Chris Evans! What a potty mouth he's got. I'm never looking at him in the same way.
Yes.
Wow.
That was so funny.
And I think
he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. Avengers, assemble! I'm on. Yeah.
No, but I absolutely like. This is probably a hot take, but I used to love Fantastic Four. Those first two were great.
Yeah, me too. I used to like the cartoon. I loved the Marvel cartoon that Stan Lee used to introduce, and then the first two films, the first two original Fantastic Four movies that had them in was just perfect.
They were.
There he goes. Hey, his comic.
Fantastic Four comics. Let's go.
This is not only a comic. So I had this since I was a little kid.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's ancient, Zach.
Yeah,
it's ancient. How do
I can say that?
With a
there we go.
Comes with a 45 record.
Oh wow!
Do you know what one of those is, Zach?
Yes, I know what a record is. Yes.
So it tells you the whole story of the Fantastic Four in here.
Oh wow!
So it's the whole how they started and everything.
Nice.
So and I've had this. Well, this was from like 1970 something.
Wow.
For $1.49.
$1.49.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I kept it. Nice. It was one of my. I used to listen to this thing all the time when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the artwork in here is really neat.
Oh wow! Look at that. That's wow. Cool. That's so cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I've kept this forever.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's awesome, man. Yeah. That's so cool.
No, so that's why when you said Fantastic Four, I'm like, okay. They were actually my favorite. So Marvel is Fantastic Four, and then X-Men.
Yeah. I'd probably say the same. To be fair, like honestly, the cast back in the day for the original Fantastic Four were so good. Like it had, I can't think of the name. I don't even know what the guy's called that plays Doctor Doom in it, but Cole from Charmed.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
You're talking about the movies.
Yeah. But because
there was actually a cartoon from, I believe, it was like the late 60s.
Yeah.
Early 70s. Really? There was a cartoon.
Yeah. Oh wow. Cool.
Stan Lee used to introduce it like he did with the Spider-Man and the Hulk.
Yeah.
I used to love the original Spider-Man like the 90s Spider-Man. Oh.
And if you go on
70s Fantastic Four.
And then with the Fantastic Four, they actually made a movie before any of these other movies came out.
Oh, really?
It's really bad, but it's from I can't remember what year, maybe 90 something. But I don't think it was in theater. You can look it up on YouTube. I saw it on YouTube. It's the like Fantastic Four movie from, I think it's the 80s or 90s. I'm pretty sure it's the early 90s.
Oh, okay. I might have to give that a look.
Because when I was in doing computer animation, they were using 3D Studio, I think, for some of the animation on that. That
cool.
Movie.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and that was in the early 90s when I was doing that.
Nice.
Is it an animated movie?
The special effects are. It's actual actors.
Okay.
But the special effects are, they're like really, really bad computer animation. Yeah.
That sounds terrible. I really want to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm asking Wikipedia when it was done.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, low budget film was produced in 1992.
92. There it is. Yeah.
92.
Yeah. You'll have to watch it. It's actually kind of like, wow, this is weird.
any hidden gem actor or actresses?
It was unreleased, but it was actually released in 1994.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And that's the only thing I remember is because when I was in that class, in my animation class, a lot of the guys were talking about that. Yeah. The Fantastic Four, because they would love to see, the Human Torch flying around using computer animated.
Oh yeah.
Flames and stuff. So
yeah, that must have been cool. It must have been like, looking back at it now, it's probably terrible, but like it was probably like.
Well, yeah, when I was
top notch back then.
When I was in class learning this stuff, and it's like, wow, that's so cool. You can actually do this, and
yeah, that's it. So I mean, it's worth it. Like I'm sure it'll be a good watch. We'll have to give it a go and see what it's
gonna
like.
Be awful, Zach. Don't you?
Yeah, I know, but hey, I'm all for
it.
But
at least you can say you've actually seen it. So
exactly.
It did make me want to go back and watch the two original Fantastic Four. They're like the 2005 and 2007
with Alba, Jessica Alba,
Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, the guy who I can't remember the guy who played Ben something. No,
he was from.
He was from Loads back in the day.
He was from what?
He was from Loads back in the day. Yeah,
Zach doesn't know who they are. He says he's been in loads of stuff.
Crime. He was like CIS or something. One of those type of shows.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember him from a TV show, something family. Like it was like a comedy family show. It was like a Super Family or something. I remember him from.
I don't remember that.
Can't think what it's called.
But like Reed Richards, I have no idea who that guy is. I've never seen him before, other than
I've never seen him since either.
No, I don't think so.
No. Yeah. But then obviously you had Jessica Alba, who was like massive back then as well.
Yeah. So because she was in whatchamacallit, wasn't she?
Yeah, Invisible Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. No. What was the other thing that she was in? The Big Thing.
The Big Thing.
The other big movie she was in.
Yeah, I know movies like the back of my hand. So.
No, I'm not asking you.
I mean, I've
ask Wikipedia now.
I've got it.
So seeing the vehicle too in the movie, from the Fantastic Four vehicle, that little ship that they were driving in, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I like that. I was like, oh, that's a good little throwback there.
You talk in the Fantastic Four, and he's telling you about the new movie. I don't want to know about the bloody new movie. I don't know about the good old ones.
I'm trying to
think. The weird one was the one that was released just not too long ago from Fox.
Yeah, 20. What was that?
It was bad.
Yeah, that was terrible. I've not even watched that because it looked awful. Like,
no, I didn't watch that one either.
No,
I saw the first two, and I love Silver Surfer. He's such
Silver Surfer's such a great character.
Yeah,
such a great character.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool and that's why you get, when you're watching like this Deadpool with all the different characters, and you're so excited to like, oh, I wonder who's next. Who are we going to see?
Yeah,
like Avengers, absolutely. Like with the Avengers, is like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, that's it. And so many throwbacks. It was so cool to see, like cameos wise. X-23, like Daphne Keane reprising the roles. Like
that was so good. That was so good.
I was like, yes, she's back. Yeah, that's so good.
And but I was like, okay, who's coming up next? You're thinking back from when you watched X-Men cartoon,
absolutely,
the comics,
because
X-Men themselves is its own little universe of all these characters that they have. Because you have X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor, so you got all of so you have all of them.
That's it. Yeah, and it's great to see. It's so good.
Yeah.
Cassandra Nova as well as the villain was
she was really good,
fantastic, really, really good. The person that played her was amazing.
The Void is exactly how it was kind of left from Loki.
Yeah.
And the fact they had a life, the person eating, soul eating entity as well.
Exactly, which it's all those tie-ins that just make it worthwhile for like the bigger Marvel fan. you know,
it gets you excited for the movie. So
exactly.
See your heroes actually come to life in the theater, and you know, you're already excited Deadpool's in there and Wolverine, and then all of a sudden they bring in all these other characters coming in, and you're like,
that's
oh,
it. Yeah. It was cool
except
to see.
Hawkeye,
it was cool to see.
So.
Oh yeah, Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye. Yeah.
Because I actually like Hawkeye in the comics because of his.
Oh, he's badass in the comics. He's great in the comics.
Yeah,
but like,
do you not like Hawkeye in the movies?
He's okay. I mean, I like Jeremy. He's a great actor. I like him.
The Hawkeye series was so good.
Oh yeah. The series was really cool. The Void from Loki season 1, episode 5.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know. Zach needs to go watch Loki because
you need to watch both seasons of Loki.
Yeah.
I need to watch all the Marvel movies as well.
You need to, if you watch Loki for the first time, you're gonna go, what the heck is this? So you need to like rewatch it again to kind of fully understand really.
You've got to understand how the TVA works and all the backwards and forwards and
it gets confusing. It does get confusing. So
yeah.
But it's the kind of thing you can watch 2 or 3. I mean, I've watched each episode about 3 or 4 times, and I spot something new every time I watch it.
Every time.
So that's good. Yeah. That's good.
And I hope that Owen Wilson's character Morbius, I really hope he shows in other Marvel projects because he's so good.
He's really good. Yeah.
And I'm not a massive Owen Wilson fan. I was really dubious.
No, I was when I first saw him. I'm like, what's he doing in this?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like he's a comic guy and stuff, right? So,
he usually plays a dick. Doesn't matter what movie he's in.
Yeah.
Even when he's trying to be serious, he's
but in here,
an idiot.
Wow.
No, but he is. But like I don't know. There's just
he fit though in this character.
Totally
he actually fit.
And the Morbius and Loki character, although they're completely different, they become like besties. They're like,
it's like,
and they need each other.
It's like he didn't even have to try acting. It was like normal talking.
If that's what he's like in real life, I've changed my whole view of what a nice Loki is.
Yeah,
because you can tell. Okay, so Elektra, so Jennifer, what's her name?
Garner.
Huh?
Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, Jennifer Gardner. It looked like sometimes is like she was really trying hard to act.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
It didn't like flow really well. At least that's what I thought. It's like she's trying too hard or something.
Yeah. I can see that because she's. I think it's more trying to act as that character because she's not played Elektra for what 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like it's.
But yet Wesley Snipes is just. He is Blade. He doesn't even have to try.
He doesn't have to
try
because that's how Blade is, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But then again, like people are made for certain roles that can just take it on like straight away. Like,
but you know, Jennifer's got like 3. She already had 3 kids or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Like a lot's happened over the 20 years. You know, like it's.
But still, it was actually cool to see Elektra and And it was neat to see was it Laura again?
Yeah, Laura. Yeah. It was a lot of fun to see Laura. I was so when I saw it when I was in the cinema watching it for the first time, it was like everyone just erupted in applause. I was like, yes, that's what we want.
When she stepped out as she was walking, all you see is her feet walking with their boots.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Was great. Yeah, there's so many cameos. It was cool as well the way they kind of like brought out Cassandra as well, like from the back. And Deadpool was like, Charles.
Yeah.
I was like, nope.
Yeah.
That was
because she was like laying in that or laying sideways in that chair.
Yeah.
You know, with the long coat and everything. So
and
that's what she was saying in the behind the scenes thing and the making of. It's like she didn't even really have to do much as to be the villain because the clothing that she was wearing was explained a lot that she's the villain, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Which again it just makes so much sense because Cassandra in the comics is just a fucking badass. Like, she's so good. Like, she's one of the.
It was freaky as hell when she stuck her fingers in his head.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But if you saw the behind the scenes thing, she actually went on the side of his head.
Yeah, she went on the side and she had like an extended finger.
Yeah, she had an extended finger.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I'll have to watch that later.
Yeah, you'll have to watch it. It's a lot of fun to. I like watching behind the scenes kind of stuff. It was really fun.
Yeah, me too.
Had, like, her eyes, like, and especially when she was doing stuff with what's his
special effects is
the
really
the TVA guy.
Oh yeah, Paradox. When she was like
manipulating.
Yeah.
Her face was like, oh, it was like twitching because you could.
And I'm going, I feel something in my head.
Yeah. I was like that. Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'd say with that as well, it was good to see like a softer side to Logan again. Like, when he was like
softy, really.
He's a big softy, is Logan. Yeah. He is. But it was good to see that and be like, you're really like playing into the character and like.
Well, again, he's another one that. No, I don't think anybody else could play Wolverine other than Hugh Jackman.
No,
he is Wolverine.
He is
because
Wolverine,
when X-Men first came out and he showed up, Logan. You know, I'm like, man, this guy is like perfect because he looks.
Yeah, he looks like
a lot like the character in the comics.
Yeah.
So it was like great.
I was one of his first biggest roles. I wanted to it was like his first role because he did a lot of like Broadway beforehand, didn't he? And
exactly
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
because if you watch the interview
about
of
musicals as well in it was making
yeah.
If you watch the interview with him on Graham Norton, is really funny and how he got his breaks and stuff like that. It's really cool to hear.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman. So, but like Shaz said, there's nobody else that would be able to play him.
No one can play. No one else can play. I think that's most of the case for most kind of like, for me personally, like most Marvel characters, like especially within the X-Men, like I don't think anyone else can play Charles except from Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart. Yeah. Oh, and the young Charles, that guy, I forgot his name.
That guy was good.
He was really good.
The prequel with Magneto and
Fassbender as Magneto.
Oh, he's great.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. But then older Magneto was it Ian McKellen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was really good in that too.
Yeah. I mean, Ian McKellen just killed it. Whatever he does, he's a freaking legend. That guy.
He's another one to, if you watch Graham Norton, is really funny on that.
Yeah.
When they interviewed him about being Magneto and stuff. So
yeah. No, it's
it was the thing that was weird though. Not in this movie, but you were talking about characters in Marvel and how Chris Evans played Johnny Storm.
He played Marvel character.
And then when Captain America came out, I'm like, wait a minute, that's dumb because he's Johnny Storm. Why is he Captain America?
Yeah.
And when you saw him,
could be Captain America other than Chris Evans now.
And now when you see that, it's like he is Captain America.
But then because it wasn't, the MCU wasn't established back then, people don't remember the fact that Chris Evans was Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a hardcore fan or you know,
like
you
us.
love like you two. Yeah. You two nerds over there. So
it's like growing up, because I know Shaz probably watched it too. Was in the 80s was Spider-Man and his friends, Spidey and his friends, or whatever. So it was like Firestorm and Iceman were the two that were with him. And in that show, they brought in other characters to team up and every now and then with them. So it was really fun. And that's a cartoon. And now when you see it in the theater with teaming up and stuff. So
exactly. It just brings a whole new kind of light to it, doesn't it? It's
and it's weird because I mean, particularly in the UK and being a girl, growing up in the sort of 70s and 80s and liking comic books and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd. I'm labeled a nerd. It's not cool to be a nerd. It's cool to be a comic book nerd now. It wasn't.
It is. Yeah. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't back then.
No. It's very much. It's so mainstream nowadays. It's like,
and it wasn't.
It wasn't. Even when I was a kid, it wasn't that mainstream. Like back in like 90s.
So in the 90s, my thing. So I stopped. So I used to collect comics all the time. I still have hundreds of comics in boxes, right?
Yeah.
And then in the 90s, that was my card collecting time.
Yeah.
So I collected, football cards, baseball cards. But what I collected was Marvel cards. So I have like 2 or 3 folders, like this thick of folders with Marvel cards in it. It's all the superheroes.
Oh, wow, cool.
I, being the nerd I was with comics, I had to organize it all. So I have an X-Men. I have the what do you call it? The Fantastic Four. I got the regular other Marvel characters all organized in these folders. So like I have a Deadpool card in there somewhere. I'll have to show you one time, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of me with that. That's me with my Lorcana cards. Like I've not got a big collection, but all of mine are like separated into like movies.
Right.
So every time I get like new ones, I've got to like put them into like movies.
I can't even start down that route because it will become a total obsession.
It is.
Oh yeah. It did. Oh yeah.
Because when the whole card thing too was my friend, he worked next to, so in San Diego, he worked next to, I believe it's Topps. Topps or one of the
make the cards.
Yeah, they make the cards, right? So he would go next door and he would pick me up uncut sheets of baseball cards and football cards. So actually the one that I have that's uncut are NASCAR, which is you hardly ever see that, but I have actual NASCAR cards, and I have what's the other stock car cards, so like Richard Petty and stuff. I have his card. It's it's an uncut sheet. So so I'm like, I started getting into more and more in all these cards. So I would go to the stores and buy the big boxes of all these cards and everything. And one of them, of course, was the Marvel stuff. I just loved all the superheroes, and then on the back it tells you their powers and whatever they were and stuff. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
You totally get caught up in it. So
you do. Absolutely.
Which is why
it's like Star Wars, right? I have my friend Joe gave me 2 uncut sheets of the Empire Strikes Back cards.
Yeah,
I still have.
Yeah,
and it's just a ginormous sheet of all these cards that haven't been cut yet. So it's really neat.
That's so cool. Yeah.
What?
Should be on the wall.
I know. I should put it like right here.
You should. Yeah, you should put it there.
Yeah.
You won't, but you should.
That's it. He's not got the time. He's a busy man. Playing with his, But yeah, no.
Really annoying him.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's a dangerous route to go down. It like it is. Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because it's like action figures too. I used to collect all the Marvel. There were 12-inch at some of the toy stores here in the U.S., especially in California where I was. It was called KB Toys, and they sold these 12-inch action figures of superheroes.
Yeah.
So they had all the Iron Man. They had Iron Man. This is all before these movies came out.
Yeah.
So this is in the 90s, before any of these movies came out. So they had like Iron Man. They had all the different Iron Man suits. They had War Machine. They had these dragon characters from Iron Man who I have no idea who they are. But they had Green Goblin from Spider-Man, and they had all of them.
Wow.
And they were all on clearance. So I would go and buy these things.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like every weekend, go to this toy store and buy these 12-inch. I don't have any now. I sold them all, but it was a lot of fun. What's that?
Where would you have put them? You've got no room for that stuff now.
They were in boxes in the rafters in my garage. So I sold everything before I moved here. So, and some of it I wish I would have kept because I had a lot of Fantastic Four stuff, and but then I'm thinking, what am I going to do with it? So I never thought I would be on a podcast or on YouTube doing these things and displaying like behind me. So I was like, I'm going to sell everything. So.
Yeah. That's it. It's
your bobber shelf has grown since we've been doing this stuff. There seems to be more and more stuff that's getting
I still need to make my frame for.
Yeah, you do.
Where is it? This is really hard. Right there for his autograph, Jeremy.
Oh yeah,
Jeremy's autograph. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but no, it's I understand because I'm through the years, like mine's kind of dwindled down a bit, and then I've put some away or I've gotten rid of some that I'm like, I'm not like before I started YouTube and everything. It was like I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Like it's
right
collecting. And then once I kind of decided to do this and do like the podcast and everything, I was like, well, I'll find somewhere to put it.
Yeah, well, you can thank Jason with mine because he had all his stuff displayed and I had nothing.
Yeah.
No, you didn't even have a shelf behind you when you started.
Yeah, it was really funny. If you see the old, because the whole right through thing with Jason, if you look at the old videos, the original ones we started with, I had because I had just moved into this house, so I had nothing.
Yeah.
And his desk was on the other side, Zach, where he's
Oh no, I know. Yeah, that's when I first met him. He was sat there in the corner.
Right here.
Yeah. And you had nothing behind you, and then slowly, like the shelf came, and there was something on it, and then you moved over there.
And then he said to me,
I was actually over here.
Yeah, over there first.
He said to me, I keep moving my desk into the corner. I was like, but why? Like, why are you doing that for yourself?
It looks best the way you have it now with the fish tank behind you, and
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. You've got it's
a lot of fun doing that because my desk was actually behind me, and I had everything on this wall, in front of me, and it was okay. It's just I kept running into my desk when I had to go because my bathroom door's right over here.
Yeah,
I kept running into my desk all the time. I need to move things around, even though my room's big, but.
Yeah, that was it with me. Like I had mine for the longest time. Like the sofa was like here.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. Yeah, right behind me.
Because you were the only one that I ever seen that was doing live stream or not live stream, but when we used to record and everything.
Yeah,
and you're like laying on your couch in your pajamas.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I still need to get that IKEA cabinet to replace my bookcase so I can put more stuff there.
Yeah, and it's lit.
Yeah.
That's what's
cool.
I
know. I'll get it when I'm back.
Yeah. I need to I want to get some new shelves actually for that kind of area there when the tree goes.
Yeah.
I've got like a big space there.
Because you have a lot of cool stuff.
So, you do cool stuff out, Zach.
Yeah.
I know. I need to get it all out. It's all in store.
You need to get how Shaz has her Mando costume there. You need to have a Deadpool sitting in the corner.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So, I do.
Or Wolverine, one of the two.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Well, I'll have two armors soon when I've built the other one. So when I build the other one and I'm not using it, I'm going to put that out on the shelf as well.
Yeah, nice.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. That'd be cool.
Because otherwise, like I have boxes or bins full of stuff, and I don't have enough room to display things, and
that's it. Yeah,
like I have a whole bin full of Disney pins. What am I going to do with that?
Yeah,
so
give some of them to me.
I could if you want. I'm trying to sell some of my Haunted Mansion pins and things, and
yeah. That's it. It's like I've got all my favorite kind of stuff out. There's some stuff even over that way that you can't see. Like there's some stuff on that wall that I'm trying to fill up with posters and stuff. So
when did you put that background up? Is that wallpaper?
Yeah, it's wallpaper. Yeah.
I don't remember that. Was that always there?
Yeah,
he was on the other side before where you didn't see it.
Oh,
that's
see
right.
It. So in here, like where these shelves are, it's like an alcove kind of area.
Yeah, you were on that side, weren't you?
Yeah, because there's a chimney here, so it's kind of like that alcoved in.
Okay.
So you couldn't see it. So unless I was like recording, like studs and doing it, but
yeah.
When you're decorating, because you said you were going to like redo it all up, you're going to do that after Christmas.
Think so, yeah. Either like in the middle of like Christmas and New Year when I've got nothing to do because I'm off work for 2 weeks, and then because the tree comes down Boxing Day, my tree goes down Boxing Day because it's
even though you put it up on the 1st of November,
and then it goes away, and it goes away like Boxing Day. It goes away, so I can start working on some stuff. The first thing I'm doing is getting some new flooring because I hate my flooring in my room. It's awful. So it's like really shitty laminate flooring. So I'm going to get some nice carpet, get a nice sage green, get some new wallpaper and whatnot.
You need to get Deadpool and Wolverine Funko Pop because I see you have a lot of Funkos up there.
I do, yeah. I've got quite a few up there. I need to.
Have you not got a Deadpool Christmas decoration for your tree?
No, they've got some in Asda, but I need to pick them up, actually. I need to go to Asda and get them.
Wait, you have to go where?
Asda.
It's like what? It's like our Walmart.
It's like our Walmart.
Oh, okay.
That's the shop that's like spitting distance from my house that I go to.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you can hawk a loogie then, right?
Yeah, whenever I say I'm going to the store, it's that one. Just there.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, I bought a Jack Skellington one the other day.
Oh, nice.
See, that's another collectable thing where
that's cool.
Yeah. Where I'm like I can't get these because the last one I got was that one right there. This is the Boba on the throne.
That's the one that Jason's got me that I'm sending to Lewis.
Because there's so many cool ones. Like I got this the gold Boba right there.
Oh yeah.
Like I can't. I don't want to collect anymore. Get too much junk.
I have not seen if my glow in the dark one actually glows in the dark yet. He's that one there.
Yeah.
He's been out for ages to see if he glows in the dark, so I'll test him later.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why Zach, you need to get Deadpool and Wolverine Funkos. I know they have definitely. Them.
I've got some Deadpool ones up there.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I've got.
Oh yeah, I see the top one there, right?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Deadpool ones. So
that's cool. My dog just scared me, so that's why I went, whoa. I didn't even hear her, and so all of a sudden she's sitting on my bed next to me. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I've got Deadpool as Bob Ross.
I've
got Deadpool with like a Thanksgiving dinner. I've got Deadpool in a birthday cake. And I've got.
Wait, do you have Deadpool with the tacos?
No, I want that one. Yeah,
that's the one you need.
Yeah, and there's one as well where he comes with the truck as well, the chimichanga truck. I want that one as well. Yeah. And then I've got Deadpool as like a hipster barista. That's my favorite one. He's got like stretched out earrings. It's great. I love that one. It's so fun. But yeah, it's but I definitely need a Wolverine one now.
You do?
Absolutely. Yeah, I need some more Funko Pops. I've not bought any in ages. I'm very picky with Funko Pops. Like, there's only certain things I will pick up. I won't just pick up like
a random,
one.
Here's my latest one, Christmas Carol.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Look at him with his little bobble hat on. That's
look at his shield.
Oh, that's cool.
That's funny.
Great. I love that. That's actually cool.
I don't have any Captain America bobblehead or Funko.
You need one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
With talking about Avengers, he was like my favorite Avenger.
Yeah,
he's the best Avenger, and Wolverine's the best X-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So then there you go. See, that's the two how they're all in different groups, right? So
yeah.
Because X-Men has like hundreds of characters in there, probably. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
like Cable and Bishop and. I would love to see a Bishop movie, or a movie with Bishop in it.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they kind of like do something with it, and because now the X-Men's technically in the MCU,
right?
Like maybe
they are talking about sort of. I mean, and all the X-Men movies are on Disney Plus now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Yeah, because they were all.
I was thinking of sitting down and I was thinking of sitting down and watching them all again. To be fair,
because I
think I've seen.
I do need to watch.
I think I've seen pretty much every single X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have as well. To be fair, it's been a long time, but I think I've watched them all at least a good dozen times.
Yeah, because with the other ones, with the Marvel ones, the what do you call it? MCU? I guess they're MCU ones.
Yeah.
I've seen everything but Black Panther, Ant-Man, Wasp number 2.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yeah.
Or is that number 3?
Mania.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Oh,
I think he was.
Briefly.
Yeah. Really short. Yeah.
See, but that Days of Future.
But he needs to be in more stuff because Bishop is a cool character.
Yeah, Bishop's great. Bishop's a great character. Yeah. That was one of my favorite bits as well of like Deadpool 2, the fact that Cable was in it as well, because Cable is a great character.
He's a great character.
He's fantastic.
And there you go. There's your cross thing with what's his name? Josh, right? So Josh is Thanos, and now Josh is Cable.
Cable, yeah. So I mean, fingers crossed that they sort it out and put them all in. Like,
because there's a whole group of those guys, Bishop and Cable, and and I can't remember the other characters' names, but I remember them as all because they all wore the same uniform, the blue and yellow uniforms or costumes or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. It was they need to bring them more in definitely for that. Yeah.
Because there's like I said, there's like hundreds of characters that that they could potentially make a movie out of because there's enough what do you call it, interest in some of these characters.
Oh, absolutely.
Because when they made the first Guardians movie, I mean, the Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't a well-known Marvel.
No, it wasn't. No.
And look how huge that is now.
Yeah. I think they've tried as well with some of the X-Men in the past. Like I remember they tried doing a Nightcrawler movie, did they?
Oh, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah. Or am I thinking of something else?
Nightcrawler is actually a cool character too. And then so in The Void, I forgot that guy's name. That's the like Nightcrawler. Yeah, the red guy. Who does just like Nightcrawler.
Oh no, it's not. It's not Nightcrawler as in Nightcrawler. It's never mind. It's something completely different. It's never mind. Never mind.
Completely different.
Confused.
I'm very confused. Why? Yeah, like, well, no, they should like. I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's hard. Like, obviously, the X-Men movies were kind of like some of the origin stories for them, and how like the X-Men and all that kind of stuff. So you've got to kind of tap into that, and then be like, well, we don't want to mess with what we've already done.
Yeah,
because the X-Men is so well known and well beloved, especially.
That's a good one. What you were just saying, because like with the X-Men, you had Quicksilver, right?
Yeah.
And then in the MCU, you had Quicksilver, who was the brother of Wanda.
Yeah.
So you had that. That was really weird to see that crossover between those two characters.
And then in WandaVision, they got the old. They got
that was actually really funny
in the movie, which was awesome. They got the X-Men Quicksilver to play her brother.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Nice. That's good.
That was funny.
Good. Yeah.
That was actually one of my favorite scenes from X-Men. Was they were playing? I forgot the name of that song. Yeah. And he was running around and just touching the bullets and moving things around.
Yeah.
That was great.
Cool. Yeah. See, Quicksilver's just a great character. He's
the Flash. So
the Flash, yeah.
He was my favorite character. DC character is the Flash.
Yeah, I like the Flash. I like the Flash.
Man.
Yeah.
Superman was your DC character.
Yeah.
Christopher
Reeve is my Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
I like Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
I like him.
Christopher Reeve, and then the Dean. Not what's he called?
Dean
Kane
from Smallville.
From Superman and Lois.
He's too little to be Superman.
Yeah, but that was a great series. I used to love that series. Yeah, The Adventures of Superman and Lois. Oh, that was great. He was a great character. Yeah, but no, some of my favorites as well. Like, I've always been like a DC kind of like guy more than Marvel. Like,
but they
I was too
making movies.
Yeah.
So let's be honest.
They are like nowadays they are like 100%. But like, I grew up with like the Christian Bale Batman.
Oh, right.
Not Michael Keaton.
I mean, Michael Keaton was but yeah, Smallville was a great show. Smallville was awesome. Yeah. Smallville was so good.
I think as far as the MCU goes, though, Kevin Feige's he's like Dave Filoni is for Star Wars. He gets it because he's such a massive fan.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think. I mean, I know people,
and that's what you need. You don't need people like Kathleen Kennedy that doesn't know anything about anything, and trying to push her ways in Star Wars or in, just stay out of it. Let the guys or the guys or gals that are in love with what they, these characters and what they mean to them and stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
I think the team behind the MCU generally, as far as Disney goes, are just genius.
Yeah.
That's why you that team, they need to stick together and don't let
even like the crazy offshoots, like when they made the Moon Knight TV series.
Oh, right.
That was so good.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, that Moon Knight looked pretty good too.
Moon Knight,
it is so good. And although Oscar Isaac plays him, plays his multiple personalities, even though he's in Star Wars, nobody else could have been him.
No,
that's another one that was a perfect casting for, and I really hope he appears. They're not going to make another TV series of him, but I think he's going to appear in an MCU movie somewhere.
Oh, he has to, surely, right?
Yeah, that's the guy that's all dressed in white, right?
Yes,
I missed that.
You'd like it. You'd really like it. You should watch it.
I missed that whole series. I think there was something else that was going on
like 4 or 5 times now. It's just
that's it. Again, it's all about that kind of like we've mentioned. It's kind of like that perfect casting. It just makes the movie, the story.
Let those guys that have a passion for what they're doing.
100%.
Let them have control of it. Don't let these outsider people that are higher up than them or whatever put their 2 cents in. I want this.
It will be really interesting to see if Deadpool appears in season 3 of What If, which comes out in December.
Maybe.
I really hope he pings up somewhere, even if it's like small. It would be.
But you know what's funny is, in all the cartoons that we've seen, I've never seen Deadpool in any of the cartoons from Marvel.
No,
it's probably because he's too R-rated.
Yeah, he's never really had any media either besides the movies, from what I can remember.
When David first started costuming as him, people would ask him who he is.
Yeah.
He would say, "Oh, you Spider-Man." Now, I mean, he doesn't do it. He doesn't costume as him very often now, but because there's so many Deadpools. But now, people recognize you instantly if you Deadpool.
Yeah, you're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No, you used to get your Spider-Man all the time.
Yeah.
He's Deadpool Spider-Man.
Deadpool Spider-Man. That could be a great, because that's another one from the comics that are just like such a big part of like the Deadpool comics is like him in the Spider-Verse. Make that happen. That'd be great. That'd be so good.
But the Spider-Verse at the moment is very kid orientated.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm not sure they're ready for Deadpool.
I feel like Spider-Man always has been.
Because he is a kid. So
yeah. Well, that's it.
So that's how it always was.
Yeah.
Even in the TV show, he was actually back in the 70s. There was a TV show with Spidey.
Yeah.
And he was also he's more like a teenager or an older teenager.
Yeah. It's that kind of cusp in it where it's like middle of high school kind of.
Yeah. So like in the 70s, they actually had all these TV shows with superheroes. So they had a Captain America TV show,
Yeah.
He, I remember him because I used to watch you. I love Captain America, so I used to watch that, and he was always on his motorcycle, ride on his motorcycle. And then the one that made it big as a TV show was the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
that was like the only one that made it big.
Was that the one with Lou
Ferrigno?
Lou Ferrigno. Yeah.
Who's a lovely guy, by the way.
Ferrigno.
Yeah.
That's cool. Met him a couple of times at Comic Cons. He's really nice. He's huge.
Yeah, he's huge. Yeah.
I'm small, but he's like huge.
Because they had, let's see, what else did they have? They tried like an Aquaman type of a character.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. I remember watching that.
Yeah. And that was Patrick Duffy, I think, was the one that played.
Oh yeah.
Played him. Yeah. And then they had a TV show called Manimal.
I love that. There was one season of it. It was so bad. It was good.
Yeah, Manimal. He transformed into some animal or whatever.
Yeah, he transforms into animals and does cool stuff.
Yeah.
Oh right.
You have to watch it, Zach. It's so terrible. It's awesome.
Yeah.
One of those. It's so bad. It's good.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It was great.
In that old Captain America TV show, I believe, if I remember right, Thor actually appears in that show.
I was going to say, did there not used to be an Avengers cartoon?
Cartoon, yes.
Yeah.
But not like in a live action.
No,
not like Incredible Hulk type of a thing.
It was like the 80s kind of, was it? The Avengers cartoon.
That was
70s.
No.
70s, I think.
Was it? Yeah.
It might have been even in the 60s, because in the 60s there was a lot of these cartoons like Superman, Thor. They had all these cartoons.
We didn't get a lot in the UK. We definitely had the Fantastic Four. We had Spider-Man and the Hulk all the time.
And it was all they were all part, and they're all drawn the same as what was his name? Johnny. Shoot, and I forgot that really cool cartoon show. I can't remember the name of it. Johnny something. I forgot. Rapid. What's the name of that show?
He's going to be like, "What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm too young."
We got the Avengers one a little bit, but not a lot. There was. What's the other one we used? They used to show them on Saturday
it's not Johnny
mornings.
Bravo. It's Johnny Quest. Bravo. That's it. So they all had the same kind of artistic drawings as Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
And the Herculoids. So that type of a.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like, what's that?
No, I've heard. I think I've heard of the Herculoids. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure I've heard of it.
You would like that show because it's also kind of like a superhero-ish type of show.
Johnny
Bravo.
Not Johnny Bravo. It's Johnny Quest.
We used to get them, like, when we used to get like cartoons on a Saturday morning. That's when we have the Spider-Man and the whole
that's where that was kind of where I watched all of it, like Spider-Man.
When you used to get like 2 or 3 hours of kids TV on a Saturday morning before the sport started, that's when we used to get
Batman the animated series. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
My friend
was more
so he did the Batman and the Superman, and he was the storyboard artist for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and he did
the Mandalorian guy.
Yeah, my friend that does the Mandalorian.
Oh wow!
And he did X-Men as well for the cartoon.
Oh, wow.
And so I asked him. I said, "So, which one is your favorite?" And he goes, "Well, the one thing I don't like doing X-Men." I'm like, "Why don't you like doing X?" He goes, "I had to draw too many characters for each scene storyboarding."
I can see it being a pain. To be fair,
it's because there's so many cool characters in X-Men.
There is. There's so many good ones.
So he liked the show. It's just drawing it all. So.
You could easily pick a team of 5 of
100
X-Men like that. Super quick.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's why one of my favorite games was X-Men versus Capcom in the arcades, because they had all these characters that you can play and play.
The Marvel versus Capcom for
Marvel versus
Capcom. I was going to say Marvel versus Capcom 2 was like
but you have also X-Men. There was X-Men versus something.
Oh yeah,
the Marvel versus Capcom one that was just they had it on Steam. It was supposed to be 40 quid and it was 6. So
the one you got Infinite.
Yeah, it's like I'm buying that. It's too.
Yeah,
I haven't played it yet, but
if you have, I think I told Shaz that if you have the PS1 disc of Marvel vs. Capcom, that's worth a lot of money. It's like a collectible disc, and not the collection series, because they have a collection series of the green bar in it. It's the original disc. If you have that, it's worth a lot of money.
I can't remember what console I had.
I never had it on. I had MVC. I had MVC2 on Dreamcast.
It came out on the Sega, or it came out on the Dreamcast or something like that. It was a Sega console I had. A Marvel
Which one?
Capcom.
Dreamcast. Wow. Yeah.
So on my Sega, I had Captain America and the Avengers. That was the one that I had.
Is that the beat 'em up one? The side-scrolling beat 'em up?
Yes, exactly. Where you can play Captain America, Vision.
When he dies, he goes, "No!"
Yeah. Or when you're fighting one of the bosses. Is that why? Should it go well? I'm like, what does that mean?
I wonder if that would work on my laptop, because if it does, I might install it when I'm away. Sam will kill me for playing Marvel vs. Capcom while we're on holiday. She'll be like, "What are you doing?" I can see us getting in the hotel and me whipping my controller out, and she'll be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Just playing a game."
No, that takes up too much room. You have stuff to bring back.
Oh yeah, silly me.
But yeah, no, it's no. I hope they do more stuff with X-Men again, and I hope they do something with like the characters that they brought back into the Void and stuff like that. That'd be cool. Well, I really want to see I really want to see a Gambit movie.
Oh, I love to see a Gambit movie.
Yeah.
X-Men 97 is going to make you cry. All I'm going.
So, what was the girl's name? You have Yukio, right?
Yukio, yeah.
Yeah. What was her friend's name? The actual X.
Oh, what?
The actual X-Men.
Yeah, the
girl.
Teenage Negasonic Warhead.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yukio, what does she do? I never seen any of her powers.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know if she does.
She looks cute.
All she does is say hi all the time.
I wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, people that look cute like that are the ones you have to watch.
Oh, she's a ninja. Supporting character of the X-Men.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's a ninja.
She's a ninja. Yeah.
Not like Jubilee, where she just throws fireworks at your face.
No. I don't. Let's see.
Because
Yukio is a Japanese ninja and mutant with the ability to predict a person's death. So that's what you can do in like the comics.
And what was her friend's name?
Teenage Negasonic Warhead.
Yeah. What did she do again? Because I always thought she was a cool character.
She can control like blasts and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She has the ability to harness, generate, and absorb radioactive energy into herself.
Wow.
Great. So she really can become a warhead.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Well, she in the first one, like the first fight scene where they're against Ajax or Francis, she like.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, like onto that, right up to like the top bit, like the upper level.
Yeah. I always find it great that Colossus is in there.
Yeah, they did Gambit. They would need to make constant jokes of how he speaks. Whoa, I'm not even moving myself over here. Absolutely. I mean, Channing Tatum's going to play him because I've heard Channing Tatum's been wanting to get
he's
wanting to Gambit for like 20 years.
He's like an X-Men freak, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But when the X-Men 97, the guy that voices him is the same guy that voiced him in the original.
In the original,
is it?
Yeah,
yes.
No way.
They use everyone that's still with us. They use their voices for X-Men 97, and where people aren't or weren't available, they've got someone that sounds exactly like the original character.
Wow,
it is just like watching 90s X-Men.
It's like you're a kid again when you're watching it because
it's
the same music,
it's got the same music, it's got the same animation style.
Yeah.
It's just. It's perfect.
Yeah. Oh man, I really need to watch it.
You can binge it because I was watching it every week when they released it, and
because there's
it's only half an hour long.
And there were
how many series is it? Just one?
At the moment, there's one season. Yeah.
And it's like 10.
There's like
I think
8 or 10 episodes.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
Every time I got to the end of it, because when they released it on a Wednesday night, so Wednesday night was great TV because there was like 3 things that I would watch, and I'd always watch X-Men '97. But and I'd be screaming at the TV. And Emma would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm watching X-Men, but isn't that supposed to be good?" Yes, it's really good, but she's like, she has no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, and the thing is, it's really serious too. It's not like a funny cartoon.
It's proper.
Well, the X-Men was quite serious. The cartoon was.
It was
back in the day.
Exactly the same vein. And there's some stuff that I'm not going to give it away, but there's some serious shit that happens with Storm as well. Which is that story arc is so good
because she would be actually a really good character to revolve around and have her own, coming from Africa and doing.
Well, Storm was really good in like the live actions as well, like back in the day.
Halle Berry played really
good with her. Yeah. So I mean, again, it's just that's my favorite kind of like corner of Marvel. Honestly, if I had to pick something, definitely.
I'm just really glad that they've started to do more around the X-Men franchise now because it's so big and the movies that they've done are great, but there's so many characters that aren't in those movies, or they've had little tiny bit parts in them. That they could,
exactly. And that's why I'm glad they picked Deadpool to poke into the X-Men universe, because who else was there that they can kind of blend in to try to grab X-Men stuff?
pull it out.
There was no other really character that's outside of X-Men that they can bring into and try to merge the two together.
Well, that's it.
And then you have Deadpool that goes into X-Men, but Deadpool also can go into what do you call it, the Avengers universe. So you got that central character that can do both. So it's kind of neat how they picked him to do this.
Definitely. It is. I think it's a good fit because of how Deadpool is like always kind of like breaking the fourth wall and all that kind of stuff. Like, he does that all the time in like the comics and stuff like that. And
they don't necessarily have to make movies about it because the MCU TV series are so good. Like Loki was something else.
Oh, I'd happily take a Deadpool series, like 100%.
So they could make something Deadpool related or something X-Men related in a series like that.
Oh, 100%. And I'd absolutely binge that. Yeah.
Because they did Mandalorian too.
Because I much prefer watching a series than sitting and watching a movie. Like,
I love a movie, but there's so much more you can do in a season.
There absolutely is.
And it lasts longer.
So much more. You can touch in so much more with like the comics and the original kind of like.
Or what they do, you can make like in Marvel, for instance, in the Avengers, how they made the movie, and now they're branching off and doing these TV shows. TV series.
That's it. Yeah.
So it's nice that they take like Hawkman out, or Hawkeye, sorry, how they took Hawkeye out, and now they made a series for Hawkeye. And did that, or they took
Falcon
Captain
and the
America, the Falcon, how they did that.
And now Bucky's going to be in the Thunderbolts movie.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be so good.
That comes out on the day that I'm coming to see you, on the 2nd of May.
Oh, really?
Yes,
oh, wow.
So it comes out when I'm in Disneyland, so I need to go and see it. Sam's going to be like, "You're not going to the cinema," and I'm like, "Absolutely, I am."
So down in downtown Disney, there was a movie theater. I watched a few show or movies at that downtown Disney movie theater. Well, they got rid of it because nobody would go there to watch movies anymore.
Because that also looks good. That looks funny.
Yeah, it does.
Action.
Yeah,
I like the dad. The dad he's funny.
Oh, what? Red Guardian.
Yeah, Red Guardian. Yeah.
Like fat Russian Captain America.
He's really funny.
Love that. That sounds great.
He's played by the guy who plays Hopper in Stranger Things.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, because that's another one that was the Black Widow movie was actually really good.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Didn't get very much publicity.
That's because they released it on Disney Plus, wasn't it? Because it was released in the pandemic. They should have They should have saved it for afterwards.
Yeah. Well, and then that whole thing with Scarlett Johansson and Disney, so that kind of messed things up too.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Wonder if she's going to be returning then as in the Avengers stuff then, or did she die in Endgame or whatever?
Yeah, she died in Endgame.
And she died in Endgame.
But we've got multiverse and time travel now. Anything's possible.
Yeah. So I don't think Scarlett Johansson's going to come back.
She's working with Disney again.
Oh, is she?
Oh, that's good.
Fair.
So I don't know if you guys heard about with the new Fantastic Four, what's his name?
Pedro Pascal.
No, the other Downey, Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
So from what I heard, the reason why they picked him is Dr. Doom is a huge fan of Tony Stark. From what I've heard and people talking about that
there's a comic,
I guess in the comic or whatever.
Oh, cool.
I haven't seen the comic or read the comic, but apparently Dr. Doom is a huge fan of Tony Stark, and then something happens or whatever, and Iron Man comes back, and so that's why they chose Tony Stark or Robert Downey Jr. to be Dr. Doom.
The thing is in an alternative universe.
Yeah, he's on like a different Earth, isn't he?
Yeah, Tony Stark isn't a good superhero.
He's Dr. Doom.
He's Dr. Doom.
Which I like that. That's cool. Like that's a good kind of concept.
And that's how they can bring him back into this.
That's how they can bring it back into it. Yeah.
Which means then people cried about it, but I think that's going to be good because he'll play him like an asshole.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Which means Fantastic Four then in the MCU.
That was, how they're saying with Iger and Fox, right?
Yeah.
So, which was a bad thing.
Yeah.
With the whole money and all that stuff, and trying to buy out Fox and all that.
Yeah.
It was like the only positive things that ever so far that we've seen that came out of that merger is grabbing these IPs from Fox that belong in the Marvel universe or whatever you want to call it, being Fantastic Four, being X-Men, and now they're now part of the Disney thing, so now Disney has access to it. It's the only one that's really weird is Spider-Man, because that's
it's still really weird. Because you've got
he can't be in a standalone film, but he can be in an Avengers movie, like the Hulk. The Hulk still can't be in a standalone film.
Who owns the Hulk? Is that Universal?
Is it Universal still? Because they've got rights, haven't they?
I can't remember which film studio it is, but Hulk can only be in an Avengers movie.
It's because they had two Hulk movies by himself. The origins of the Hulk. The one that was really bad.
Back before
when Eric Bana was in one, wasn't he? And
the one that was directed by the Japanese guy, I think, or the Asian guy.
That was bad. The one.
But the one with the young, what was his name? And then the Liv Tyler. That one was the good one.
Yeah.
I forgot that guy. The guy that actually played Banner. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
he's a skinny guy. The actor.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not good with names, so
no.
Not good with lots of stuff. You're not good with films either.
No, I'm not really good with films, except for Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah. But that's the thing with like the Spider-Verse on Fox's end, like they're so bad. Like they're terrible. Like the Venom movie is shockingly bad. That Madam Web movie was like
that was awful.
Shite. Just like
but the good thing about
the only thing good really, like the thing that Fox has done is like the animated one Into the Spider-Verse. Like the Miles
that was pretty good.
The Miles Morales stuff, that's the only thing that I know they've done well as. The live action stuff was
But I'm not sure how long that deal's going to last, because I know that because obviously they own Fox now, that the deal with Universal is going to be going, like Universal in Orlando.
In the next few years, isn't it?
Yeah, it's imminent, because they had Doctor Strange at the Epcot Jollywood Nights Christmas party, and it's one of the first times that a Marvel character has been in a Disney park in
this year.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Because he falls outside of the IP agreement they've got.
Doctor Strange does.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that because Disney now technically own him because he's in the MCU now, technically?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they can have the Guardian stuff in Epcot.
Yeah.
Because it's after the IP agreement. But at some point in the near future,
it's all going to be...
That'll be gone, and we will get Avengers in Disney World, which will be amazing.
Yeah. And then hopefully a permanent Deadpool spot.
He did appear at California Adventure at the Avengers campus with Wolverine a few times. I don't know if you saw that.
He's doing Christmas time at the moment.
Yeah, so I was watching Larry's Goofy Guy Adventures' live stream, and he was laying back in that throne or whatever, reading a book or a little, and then Wolverine comes out and does his 2-second spiel and then walks back. He walks away.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to play that Wolverine guy, because all he did is walk out there, everybody's cheering, and he says 2 words and he turns around and walks away.
And his suit is so cool, because
it's
comic book suit.
Yeah.
Well, if you watch the behind the scenes thing, they were playing around with the other suit, the brown,
the tan brown one.
They were playing around with that too.
The one that he wears in Wolverine versus Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, in the cartoon or the comic, I mean.
The comic, yeah. I don't think that would have looked good on in screen though.
TV. Yeah, that's why they went with the blue.
He has to have the blue and yellow. I mean, not that I'm blue and yellowist, obviously.
Yeah.
Blue and yellowist.
But that's him. He's blue and yellow suits him best.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Well, there was another, we were talking about Easter eggs. So in the movie, there's an Easter egg, and it was when they did a throwback of when Wolverine was against the Hulk, and there was like a sword or no, his adamantium claws.
Yeah.
There's a reflection of the Hulk in the claw.
Yeah.
And that was really cool to see that.
They did like the comics, didn't they? Like they did a lot of like comic covers. So the one where he's on like the giant X as well.
Exactly. They did that too. Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Just it's cool that they took the time. And like the guy that directs it, Sean Levy, like
that's what you guys are saying, that you have someone that loves the comics and loves the characters and stuff.
And like you said as well in the behind the scenes stuff, like anything he didn't know, like the Deadpool core, he went and researched it. So then like he made sure it was done right, and it definitely was. Like it was so fun.
Yeah,
it's so good to see.
That's a good way to put it. It was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was. Fun movie. It was fun, and it's meant to be, because Deadpool is, he doesn't take anything serious. Like he is a bit of a knob, and it's great. Like he's fun. But that's probably why I like him so much, because he's a bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I think that's. I don't know. Anything else, guys, before we wrap it up?
Watch it. Watch the behind the scenes.
I need to go watch the behind the scenes.
And the other thing, speaking of the end of the movie, I love how they took all the stuff from Fox.
Yeah.
And they ended the movie with like a lot of the old Fox.
A lot of X-Men stuff.
A lot of the
X-Men, Fantastic Four, a few other things. They all put that at the end, and it was so fun to see how young everybody was too. When Hugh Jackman first.
Because you forget how old those films are.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then again, both behind the scenes, when Hugh was there, he said he was there for 2 weeks, and it was finally his turn to go up, and do the acting, and he didn't know what to do. He was like so scared.
Yeah, it's like, what do I do? Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
But no, man, he absolutely killed it, and
it's definitely the kind of film that you can watch over and.
Oh yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, it is.
You didn't see the first time.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's what makes it so like special. But it's for me as well. The first two as well, like, are so rewatchable for me as well.
Yeah.
Like the whole three of them is just because they are so.
For me, the third one is
quirky.
more.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the third one, like I said, I watched it when it was out in cinemas, and I watched it again. There was new things I noticed as well. That I kind of clocked on. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, learning more about Marvel from you guys. I was like, oh, it's that, and it's
such a Marvel noob. For somebody that loves Deadpool and the X-Men so much, you really are.
In a way,
because it's its own little corner. Yeah.
Well, in a way, it's good because now a lot of those movies have already been made, so he can go in and
rewatch
and watch it, rather than how we had to do it, where we watch it and then we had to wait a couple of years for the next movie to come out.
Yeah.
Well, then you have to go back and rewatch the cartoons that you watched as a kid, or go and find the comic that's based on the story, which is difficult.
So now you don't have to do that. Now you just can watch
a film
in order.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's kind of my big thing. Like, next year is like the big kind of like project for like movie review and stuff, is to watch them all chronologically from like beginning
release
of, like, the timeline.
Date or when timeline.
Yeah, the first
timeline, I think.
Yeah,
is that
it's
the best
Captain
way to
America
do it?
then.
Yeah, you
Captain
have to watch
America.
the first Avenger.
Yeah. And I'm sure they've got it on Disney Plus.
They
where
have.
It's all like chronological.
All of them.
They've got it, and it includes the TV series as well. So it's all of the whole shebang in timeline. So you can start at Captain America, the First Avenger, and watch it right the way through to the present day in the right order.
I believe it does it. It does it automatic, I think, when after you finish watching it and the credits go and then it says and then it pops to the next one. Yeah.
Oh, cool, nice.
So, yeah, if you scroll down to where it's in the Marvel section and you watch it in the right order, if you start with the First Avenger, it will play them in the right order.
Oh, that's clever. See, I need to do that. So I'm gonna. That's my big goal for next year, movies wise.
I'm gonna redo it as well, but I'll probably finish before you because I'm like a movie sponge.
Yeah. See, it'd be my first time watching them, so I want to kind of like involve myself and take notes and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you do need to absorb. I mean, I must have watched the original Doctor Strange movie about 75 times. That's one of my favorite ones. I love it.
Yeah.
With Stephen, what's his name? I forgot his last name.
Stephen Strange.
Stephen Strange. How he was a jerk and everything as a doctor, and
nice. I love that. But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to watching them. I'm looking forward to. I'm glad Deadpool got some kind of like MCU kind of like love as well. So it makes it.
He's MCU Jesus, Zach.
He's MCU Jesus. Yeah, he's Marvel Jesus.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
So funny.
Yeah,
and those Marvel Jesus, and then he stumbles across poor old Wolverine on a cross.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna leave you. Bye.
yeah, absolutely. Oh man, but yeah, it's. I think we can wrap this up here.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been a great little chat. We did it.
Yeah.
So thank you both for joining me.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who was. Yeah, not a pleasure. Always a fun time. Thank you to everyone who watched and stuck around and all that kind of stuff. Sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out these two guys, Expedition Steve down below, Middle Age Magic that way.
Signs of amusement for our quiz tomorrow.
Signs of amusement for our quiz tomorrow, 8 p.m. English time, 1 p.m. Disneyland time, and
it's noon Disneyland time.
Oh, it's noon Disneyland time.
Yeah,
noon. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
3 p.m.
Don't say quiz because that makes it sound like it's a test.
It's trivia.
Every time I hear quiz, I'm like, that scares me because it reminds me of school. I don't want school.
It shouldn't scare you. You write the bloody questions.
Yeah.
Pop quiz tomorrow, guys. Be there.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't want that.
Exactly. Suck it,
The
folks.
prizes are so cool.
I forgot he said that. That was so funny. That was he said a lot of those little funny things. He goes up to the camera and.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining. And
thanks, Rapid.
Thanks, Rapid. Yeah, thanks, Rapid, for being here, man. Absolute legend you are. And yeah, we'll catch you all on the next one.
Go on, do it.